Imagine this. Imagine you're in your friend's car, you're on a road trip somewhere, the playlist is on shuffle. You are liking the tunes, whatever. But that one song comes on, and not just you know that song, you and your friends all know that song so well, like the back of your hand. Hands, palms, the vibes amplified. You roll down your windows, you got wind in your hair, you and your friends are singing to that song. You know what I'm talking about? That's one of the best feelings in the world. This is not just one person's experience, this is a shared experience. I feel like I sound like a cult, but anyway, I need you to imagine, instead of your friend's car, it's a music festival. The Ultra Music Festival. You get an ocean of people vibing to the same tunes as you. You got world-class DJ on the stage doing that thing, and you got you money on the menu as bottle service. Well, you could order you money. You could, if you have $500,000 with you. That, my friend, is the life of Mei Leung.
I'm currently in Ultra right now, and I'm gonna show you why it's so expensive. Which isn't bad, I guess, you know? There's literally a $500,000 order.
Or is it?
That's suspicious.
Mei Leung first blew up on TikTok because of clips like this.
I do my Ultra breakdown for you guys. So the first day was about 50,000, and I was only allowed to have up to like 8 heads. I did end up adding 6. Saturday I go see Marshmallow after, so that was about 20 grand. Saturday I didn't go because I didn't really like the lineup. I did end up going to Live, so that was about 25k. Sunday we rallied again, and like some friends flew in last minute, so we had a lot of add-ons, so that I think that was about 76,000-ish, give or take. I estimate my total to be about 211,000 this weekend, which I
understand is a lot of money and it's not normal.
Spend 200k in a single weekend is very, very crazy. I am going to ask ChatGPT, how much do I need to earn in a month to spend, to drop 200k in a single weekend, whatever. Cent.
To drop 200k in a single weekend comfortably, you need to spend 333k per month, or you need to save 16,700 per month a year to drop that in a single weekend. Or I could just be earning 10 million plus a month, and that would be loose change for me.
Well, even if I could, I wouldn't. There you have it. If you can spend this amount of money per month, that puts you on the top percentage of very wealthy people in the world. And you know what about these people? I'm very curious about these people and what the they do with their money. If you go on her TikTok right now, she's still uploading her monthly expenses videos about it. Now, when the internet finds out that someone is a walking ka-ching, we also want to know where the ka-ching comes from. You know what I'm saying? And to some people, this is not good news. According to Mei Leung, she does not work. She spends her parents' money.
Jenna is like do her own thing. She doesn't want to try to use.
are very grown out too. I'm sorry.
She doesn't want to use my parents' money. She's like, I don't know. She's trying to make it on her own. And I think you guys hate on Mei for like trying to live this lifestyle, and then
I choose to live this way. We were both at Ultra, by the way. He chose to go down to GA. Like, I had tables, and we're all different people. Like, we're not all gonna come out the same, and like.
Let's look at the 3 things that the netizen dug up so we are on the same page. We'll go through this very, very quickly, but I can tell you that it's in fact quite interesting and entertaining. Number 1, company card. Remember that one time when your rich friend was like, I'm really spending that amount of money. Like, look at my MX card. Look at how much I spent. Like, I'm really rich.
I went out 3 nights for my birthday. Like, oh, here. Look at my credit card statements. 60k, 52k, almost 53. I could even log on right now and show you guys. Ready? Like, I'm gonna log on my MX.
What the?
Look, I still have 47,000 to pay off. Oops. I still have $40,000 to pay off.
That literally like no rich person ever. Mei whipped out her MX card to show us that she in fact spent a lot in a month. It's actually a business Amex card, meaning it's her daddy's company card. And she's paying for things like nightclub taps with that card. What does that smell like? That smells like fraud. Unless you are entertaining some trampoline business in the club. I don't think that it's legal. But also, I want to say this. Since when is having like 200K on a credit card a debt?
Huh?
I mean, a flex, because it's a debt. I think I got ahead of myself. Number 2, her infamous closet. People suspect that she's using Irene's closet as her closet. Y'all funny. I cannot. At one point, people thought that she's using like... People thought that her background was painted on, like it's printed and put it on her back. It is my favorite, but it's not true. Okay, she came out, she uploaded a video. I can't look at my notes anymore because I would keep laughing. Anyway, who is Irene? Irene is her friend, and Irene is a lifestyle concierge. Every year we have new phrases, new names for the same Googled it. No, it's not hotel concierge. It's rich people personal assistant sort of thing. By right, Irene, being a lifestyle concierge, will have access to a lot of resources that fits her young and rich lifestyle, right? And by extension, that lifestyle fits right into Mei Leung's aesthetic. What about the closet? We were talking about the closet. They suspect that actually Irene is richer than Mei. But here's what Mei said.
Yes, the closet is on Irene's story because she came over and she was like, can I post this? I'm like, yeah, go for it. I don't care. She literally borrows my clothes. She literally took an entire suitcase, check-in suitcase to go. Because she was like, can I borrow clothes for Denver? And I was like, yeah. She packed up a lot of my stuff. She like borrowed my shoes. I don't know. She wore it. And I was like, yeah, go for it. Like, I'm not a selfish person. Like, I don't care.
I love all my friends, but even when I'm a billionaire, I can tell you that you cannot just come into my closet and take whatever you want. I'm simply not that girl. What is happening here? I don't know. Maybe Irene borrows your clothes, you borrow her pictures. I don't know. But a lot of people call BS because they think that a lot of the things, the luxurious goods, they are actually fake. I'm not sure. I don't own La Boo and I don't own Hermes Birkin or MS Kelly yet. I'm not bougie like that yet. A lot of people were able to tell a lot of the things were not exactly real. Here's an interesting fact that I found. You know the Asian Amazon, Taobao. Anywhere in Asia, you would know Taobao. You can buy fake Hermes like AAA plus quality Hermes Birkin for 2 to 3K USD, which is like what, 10% of the actual Birkin, and you know, to some people it's a disgrace. But what I'm trying to say is that these bags, that you would think that they are made in China, like they're low quality, but no, they are also made in Turkey and Italy. And so the craftsmen who made these replicas are actually trained by own people. Other than that, if you get a bag from them, they also provide after sale service. Girl, I'm not trying to promote like buying replicas or whatever, but I think you need to watch out or something. Number 3, secretive background. Controversial one. Mei's real name is suspected to be Mei Zhang. There are rumors that her family owns a very successful trampoline chain. For those of you who don't know, just now I talked about trampoline. This is why I talked about it. However, this is not like money, you know what I mean? Because her lifestyle right now is talking money. People also came out saying that before Mei had this like,
oh, I'm so rich, I'm a rich girl, I'm a Nepo baby
persona, she was actually quite different. She was making money off fake accounts. You know those annoying Instagram accounts that says, I'm going private soon, follow right now. Go private already. I don't care. So she owns those accounts, and she also owned a fake Depop stores. I don't believe it's just one. I think it was multiples. She would sell products without actually selling products. So she would get people's money and not ship out any products. So those are the 3 things. What do you think? Do you think she's faking all of it? Or do you think she's just trolling people and making money off that? I truly feel like she's just trolling. But trolls or not, my flabber will ghost it, because when I venture down the comment section, which to be honest, if you look at her comment section, I think she blocked or deleted a lot of the negative comments. And by right, you know what?
If I don't like the vibe, I'm going to block. I'm going to delete and block.
Besides all the negative ones, there are a lot of people commenting with a lot of admirations, or some of them are even asking for free stuff. I remember in one video that I saw, she was going into the Rolex store. She was like showing all this my old Rolex, and the comments were like, where's your old Rolly? Like, give it to me. I love Rolly. You know what? I love oysters. I love my oysters raw and in a Rolly. Now, this is still crazy. I don't think that I would ask a random stranger on the internet for a free Rolly, but the notion of it, I don't think it's that crazy at all, because of 2 things. People admire this because we are fascinated. Before social media, we couldn't see the daily lives of someone so rich. Now, we don't just have social media like Instagram stories, TikTok stories. We also have reality TV, you have interviews, you have vlogs on YouTube, you have podcasts. We are also fascinated by them because they live sort of this Disney princess life. I'm going to cite more because that's how I learned of this. They are selling the Disney princess dream, right? The way that they live is so different, effortless. They don't have to worry about bills. We all want that, but unfortunately we are not born into that environment, or we are still working our way to financial freedom. Do you have a friend with trust fund? I don't know if I have a friend with trust fund, but I feel like one of my friend has trust fund, but she doesn't talk about it. She's not showy or anything. But anyway, here's what I found while doing research for the video. Do you know there's such things as trust fund and then dynasty fund? This is basically trust fund set up to last for generations. Asking for a free Rolex from Mei, a random stranger online, is crazy, but still not that crazy. Also because maybe her audience feel connected to Mei. Parasocial relationships. Parasocial relationship is actually not that new. It was coined in 1956 when radios and TV programs started becoming a thing. But the topic of parasocial relationship definitely became very popular in recent years with social media around. As compared to radio stations and TV programs before, audience couldn't exactly reply to whatever the host is saying. With social media now, you can interact with that piece of content with your favorite creator by leaving a comment, by liking that piece of content. Mei's audience may feel very connected to her because they can interact with her content, especially if they follow her religiously. Let me just quickly say this before we move forward. As a creator on YouTube and as a consumer on YouTube, I feel like it's okay to feel like you connect with your favorite creator, you agree with what they say, you can learn from what they say. I feel like this is one of the greatest things on the internet. There's always that person out there who can relate to your joys, your worries, your life experience. You don't have to know them personally in order for you to know their story. This is one of the most wonderful things about the internet. I mean, well, all of this applies as long as, you're not a serial or a creep. You get what I'm saying? Okay, now, about the behavior of asking for free stuff. Have you ever heard of the saying, if it's free, you are probably the product? Doing giveaways all the time is going to create a certain social environment. It's the same thing as asking follow for follow. People are only there for that follow and nothing else. People from giveaways are only there for free stuff. If they followed from previous giveaway and they have been follow Mei's account religiously, they may feel more eager to participate in future giveaways. This is amazing for engagement, but the environment is transactional rather than community based. Speaking of community based channels, I'm just going to shamelessly plug my own channel because why not? If you're looking for a more laid back channel where you can listen to stories of any kind, I'm not going to guarantee you on stories because for the life of me, I cannot stick to one genre. Okay, we talked about Love Island, we talk about rich people, we talk about stalker stories on Reddit. What's next? Ghost stories? I've been waiting to do another ghost story because I'm Asian. I grew up with ghost stories. So it's only right for me to tell you ghost stories. You know what I'm saying? If you are so on this, girl, I need you to hit that like. I need you to subscribe. And I need you to drop a lovely comment. I know you've been hearing this a million times. Every other channel tell you to do that. But for a small channel like this, it would tell the algorithm,
Stop.
look, give her some attention, some love. I feel like I'm going to regret this. Am I too crazy on camera? Whatever. When Crazy Rich Asians premiered, I feel like the world just gave Rich Asians a huge shout out. You know what I mean? Because it's true. There are whispers about, oh my god, like they're like the great granddaughter-in-law, cousin, distant of that late tycoon who is dead like 30 years ago. And some of these tycoon kids be borrowing Netflix passwords. You know what I'm saying? But not my Netflix passwords because I don't have Netflix. These crazy rich Asians, one meal with their family could cost our few months of salary. Or maybe even a year worth of salary.
They span it in a dinner.
Anyway, Mei is definitely playing into this crazy rich Asian's persona. She's spending an absurd amount of money from what I've seen over and over again. Her nightlife, or so she say. But here's my experience being Asian and witnessing just rich Asians. Most of them may show that they are wealthy through the car that they drive, the bags that they carry, the food that they eat, the way that they talk. You know what I'm saying? There's like some rich people who talk like this. So how is your day? My day was good. It's just like, I saw Churia at home. What? Babe, you are too rich to be talking like that. They just don't move their lips at all. They be talking like this, Wait. No, the point is they don't really open up their lips when they talk. My point is, you might be able to tell that someone is wealthy by the way that they look, the things that they use, but you likely will never hear them say to a stranger, oh my god, I just spent like 200k last weekend. I don't think so. Mei is doing exactly that. Some people suspect that even if she's wearing the fake watches, bags, that she's still a walking and talking advertisement for those luxurious brands, and maybe that's why those brands are not saying anything. Mei's persona is not just that it's the complete opposite of rich Asians, it's also the most un-Asian way of using money I've ever seen. And I will share with you why. Disclaimer, this is based off my experience being Asian and being around Asian, not super rich Asians. So this is going to be from my POV. We Asian are stingy. Okay, you bet your ass that I'm going to know if my iced tea went up in price by 50 cents. The other day I was at a coffee shop and I was looking at my, milk tea. I love my milk tea in the morning. It really helps digestions. It just went up in price like 50 cents, 50 cents, 50 cents. And I was thinking to myself, oh my god, I better learn how to make this milk tea because this inflation is going up my arse. In my family, we will learn how to cook something so we don't have to spend that money outside. Like for example, we tried to cook Kentucky Fried Chicken. Guess what? It did not taste like Kentucky Fried Chicken. Growing up, I always thought that people always ate at home. I come from a working class family. My family is huge, but not huge like 30 to 40 cousins huge. 15 people. When I was younger, we would sit around a huge dining table and we would all have dinner together. We did not have a lot, but those are one of the best memories I'll ever have. It made a lot of sense eating at home at the time, also because it's a lot of people and eating outside all the time, at least like eating healthy food like steamed fish would be very expensive. If you have not tried like steamed fish, I'm going to attach a picture. Girl, this steamed fish is life. Anyway, I think for people who are above working class, middle class, rich people and all of that, the rule still applies. The rule is to always save on whatever you can for rainy days. Number 2, girl, we love a good deal. But even then, we might still not buy it. Let me tell you a story. My auntie, let's call her Auntie Ling. Auntie Ling works hard and Auntie Ling loves pretty things, okay? Even better if those pretty things are cheap. On special weekends when I was younger, me and my aunts would all go out. We would dress up, go out to a mall, we would walk around, window shop, maybe grab something cute. When we get there, Auntie Ling's sole objective, she only has one thing in mind, is to look for the best deal. It doesn't even matter what is being discounted as long as there is a good discount. Her favorite number on a piece of cardboard is 50 to 70% off, because 90% is like, okay, I think that everything is broken and you are trying to sell me faulty things, but if it's good, I'll still buy it. However, my other aunt's worst nightmare is Auntie Ling walking into a shoe shop. Let me tell you why. My Auntie Ling loves shoes. She loves pretty things. She loves like mani-pedi. She always colored her toenails like bright red. Even if she's wearing slippers, you can bet on your life that her slippers is going to be cuter than yours. She's just a girl who loves a cute pair of shoes with her cute mani-pedi, okay? And I get it. However, it's not so cute for the shoe store. My aunt would spend 30 minutes inside the store browsing and trying on shoes, only then to tell the attendee, thanks, and she would leave. You want to know why Auntie Ling did not buy anything? This is what she would tell me. It's not worth the price. I'll go for it when it goes on discount. It's on discount. But it's on discount though, auntie. It's on like 80% discount. My Auntie Ling has always and always will be mindful with money, and she's a very, very smart woman, and I love and adore her. When I get my first YouTube paycheck, I will buy her a cute pair of slippers or any shoe that she wants, all right? But if you have served my Auntie Ling, I am so sorry. On behalf of my Auntie Lovely Ling, I am very sorry. Number 3, the uncles with the fanny pack might be more financial secure than you. They may not be Elon Musk rich, but if you talk to some of them, they actually have a lot of businesses and properties. They have a lot of good life advice, business advice, although at first they might look at you like this. No, it's not because that they hate you, or I can't say that with 100% confidence, but it's likely because they just have that face and they are very careful about people. I learned this by going to small shops, the wet market, traditional coffee shops. They all dress like very normal. They might even wear the same thing every day. The rule is to never flaunt your wealth to other people. You don't want to get robbed. And also the ugly truth is, when people, especially family members, know that you got some money in the bank, they want something from you. And it's not usually just once, it's repetitive. But this is not exclusive to Asians. I feel like this happens everywhere around the world. So the thing is, don't be fooled by the fanny pack guys. They might just have a supreme cash cannon inside. Lastly, I'm just gonna say that I feel like the conversation is not really about Mei, how rich she is, or the idea of Mei, like someone so rich and spending so much money. It's not about that. Money cannot buy happiness, but money can 1000% ease worries, like day-to-day worries or bills that you have to settle every month or every year. This is not about asking wealthy people to downplay their lives so other people can feel at ease. Besides money, there are so many things that I feel can connect all of us. The real conversation here is about character, you know, it's about how you treat the people around you and what you choose to do with wealth and the influence you have, because you know, wealth does come with some sort of influence. So I hope that you guys don't think that I hate rich people. You can't hate rich to be rich. She said that. I love Jelly. If you have stayed this long, thank you so much, and I really appreciate you spending your time here. If you've made it this far, girl, you might as well subscribe, like, and comment. Leave a good comment, because good vibes only. Do I sound old? Anyway, and I'll catch you in the next one.